Okay. So with that, there were 4 nominations, and I'll just discuss each of the 4 briefly. Paul Purchase. Paul couldn't make it. He's on a cruise. So he couldn't make the forum. Ben DiGregorio is another candidate. Ben had a doctor's appointment that he couldn't reschedule, so he can't be here either. The other 2 are Ron Boyce. I think most people here know who Ron is, and then Fran Evans, who's been on board. So what we'd like to do is take about 5 minutes for each candidate to talk about what their positions are. Then we're going to open it up for discussion, and hopefully we get a lively discussion going, so you can see, who you want to select for the 2 open positions. So with that, let me start with Ron.
My name's Ron Boyce. I'm 53 years old, married to my wife Joan. We live in the community full-time. I'm a full-time resident. We've been living here since 2008. I feel being a director on this board, it's a large commitment, and you need to be here full-time to see how the community interacts. And it's been interacting differently, let's just put it that way, in the last couple of years. Now, the vision statement for our community, we want a peaceful community. We want everybody to get along. It's such a beautiful place to live. And I really want to keep that vision statement intact and even enhance it a little bit. We have issues now in our community with short-term rentals. Everybody knows that. It's a big transient community. Actually, it's turning into a big transient community. And I really don't think that was the whole philosophy behind this community when people purchased land here. Actually, they purchased land in residential areas. And I'm a true believer in people have the right to rent their homes, but I'm also a believer that they have the right to rent their homes long-term and not short-term in this community. So I've been looking at a lot of different avenues with the Florida statutes, land development codes, for the last probably 9 months now. I've been putting a lot of effort into actually trying to resolve issues through the county, working with the Property Owners Association. And I feel that my dedication, passion, and the time that I can commit to this community will benefit this Property Owners Association.
Fran, did you have
Well, thanks, Bill. First, I want to thank you for moderating this, and thanks to the Communications Committee for all the efforts they've done to publicize it, and most important, thank everybody for being here. I've served for the past 3 years, minus a month or 2, as one of your directors, and I've tried to be a director for all the members of our community. We're a diverse community, you know. We have people who live here part-time, full-time. We have people who rent their homes full-time. We have a lot of owners who still plan to build in the future, and we have investors. I think there's a common ground between all of that, and that is we want to maintain a beautiful community. We want to enhance our property values, and we want to fulfill our mission statement. I've tried to do this in my service up to you this far, and I will continue to do it. I think it's very important that we follow the Master Declaration and follow the state statutes. There's been a lot of changes in the past 3 years that have been reflected in this nominating committee, in this nomination process. We have to adjust as needed, and it's been a challenge, but I think it's been a successful challenge that many of us have served you fairly well in the past few years. We've had a few successes that might just be pointed out to you. Our review of the management has resulted in our selecting a new management company. We look forward to working with May Management as we go forward. During the past year, I was instrumental in helping resolve the cost-sharing dispute with the condominium association. I think most people realize we now have a fair assessment of the common costs of operating the roads, and we've been able to severely reduce our legal expenses because of the settlement of that suit. As you know, lawsuits usually only make money for the legal people, not for everybody else. And that was a very essential thing that we had to do. We've been able to improve our legal services and actually decrease the amount of legal time that the association has been spending. Things have gotten a little bit out of hand in that, and I introduced a resolution in February, which I think has been fairly successful in that. Looking forward to the future, I think we need to solve the issues with our rental properties. We need to solve the parking issues. We need to improve the maintenance, particularly the management of the maintenance, and everybody's working hard on that. We are going to be looking at review of our other two major contracts within the next couple of years, and I look forward to participating in that process. This year, coming up, the access control contract is up for possible renewal, and at the end of 2014, the Austin Outdoor contract will end, and we will be investigating either renewing that contract or using a new landscape company. So, all in all, I think we've managed to keep the property safe. We managed to keep the property secure. We've improved your maintenance, and I look forward to serving you again.